So it'll be the band starting out with NaVi on the defense, G2 on the attack. So we'll start with NaVi banning away the first operator in a do-or-die game, and they'll take out Hibana, the predominantly used hard breacher for Team Secret on this map just a few minutes ago. We'll now have G2 counter with an attacking ban of their own, and they'll take out the new Capitao, and that's not surprising at all, given the new area of effect on those asphyxiating bolts. Quite massive, quite a big change, quite powerful. They'll also ban out Castle on Consulate. Hit or miss, but one of the operators that will definitely limit possibilities for window play if you're not bringing a lot of soft destruction, especially at range as well. Typically a sledge won't be able to get in range of a lot of those castle barricades without being susceptible from a peek from multiple angles. And now, Echo, the final defensive ban here coming out from NaVi. Fabian also mentioning that they're looking good luck and have fun, and Corey not having any of that.
Reported.
Hit him with a reported in chat.
So, those bans. Capitao, not surprising. Especially from G2. G2 really doesn't like, okay, if there's any team out there that's very vocal about the new, it's G2. G2 hates the new stuff. Every time it happens, the new very powerful stuff. There's always something, right? For a while, it was Lion, Ella, Nomad. You know, we got Capitao as a problem. I'm honestly surprised Nomad wasn't still banned. I mean, this is Consulate of all maps. But, yeah, Capitao, new Firebolts, you just so good. We saw it highlighted in the last match where the Capitao could single-handedly take control of top of yellow with 2 bolts. That's it. And that forces the defender to what? Oh, get a little bit safer and snug in the corner. No, you have to go down yellow. You have to play at the bottom of yellow stairs. That's so dangerous.
It is.
So Capitao ban there, not at all surprising. The castle ban is going to be because probably the top floor, right? So you would imagine it's going to make it harder to play angles upstairs for the defense.
So we lose Hibana in the ban phase, which limits the breaching potential to Thermite. Really, you can use a Mav on the garage wall, but upstairs you're never going to make it in behind long desk to Mav open the back of meeting room. At least you shouldn't ever be able to. You never know. It could be a weird game. Also, something to mention, we talked about former teammates in the last game. A lot of them between Secret and Chaos. Just one here. KS, formerly of when they were known as Penta, but the G2 roster. Whoa! Jonas starting things off onto Corey instead of the bathroom. There goes your Legion nearly immediately. This is also another touching point that we've been on for a while now, is Jonas not having the best of seasons.
No.
But, hey, he has the opportunity to bounce back next season because G2 isn't going anywhere in Pro League.
Jonas is by far and away one of the bottom performers for G2 for this season, but, I mean, dude, it just comes down to what roles they're putting each other on. Like, that's literally it. It's like, which one of them is in the position to get frags? That's it. That's what makes G2 so powerful. Fabian's just walking into sight. No big deal. He's going to miss a lot of shots, though. That is a big deal. And he will die to Lazo. That is embarrassing. You don't usually see that from Fabian. He's been landing... Okay, Fabian has been hitting his shots and getting frags this season more than most players in G2. He's been one of the top performers for the roster. He's allowed to make a few mistakes. It's all right. It wasn't that bad. Crying from above is going to take down Jonas, but Kanter Keddy will get the refrag there. So G2 keeping themselves within punching distance of a win here. Within reach, I guess, is more apt to say, but there's still a man disadvantage. C4 detonated by, I'm guessing, Rips there?
I'd assume so.
It was a pre-play C4 for the top of Visa Stairs.
Got a breach charge coming out from Pengu now into the archives. He's going to drop in. You got Diffuser still surrendered on the midst of Spiral Stairs. Actually, the base there. That was Fabian carrying it. And you got Rips locking down the Cardiac Sensor, waiting for someone to push in. Interesting that Pengu is no longer on the breaching role that he's been on for the last few weeks, ever since G2 knew their fate was sealed for Milan. Turn to the corner and double taking. Rips will take that moment of hesitation from Pengu to full value. As there goes, Rips now being pinged out, but you got multiple angles being held by both Lazo and Rips from each angle. Kanto, though, with a nice pre-fire will take down Rips in the back. And a Nitro Cell now pre-placed on the office wall, and Kanto will be well avoiding that. Pre-cooked frag grenade. he'll turn the corner. Spraying in, he'll end up popping a mirror, but again, both the remaining defenders of KS and Lazo remaining at 100 HP. Now Kanto will check a drone as he's at a loss for any progress, unsure of where to push. Spots out that Lazo is playing the reverse angle from that now broken mirror, but the Toxic Babe will choke him out. He's going to have to use the skeleton key to reconstruct the wall, but Lazo will still hit the shot. That's NaVi taking the first round in the defense. A rare sight in the last game on Consulate. This time, we're going to start things off a little more standard. Downstairs defense with no attempted breach of the garage wall.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you don't have that as your focus. I mean, some teams will put everything they have into taking into garage. And that last Consulate match we watched, it was a focus for both teams, but not so in this round. Or in that round, I guess, as it's now past tense. Anyone was going to clutch out that round, it would have been Kanto. He is the highest ranked player in Europe right now. The second most amount of kills after 15 dropped by Aces. Aces put himself at 140 kills earlier today.
Jeez.
Kanto started the day at 133, so he's going to be fighting bad to get back his most kills in Europe title. But it was not the most auspicious start there for G2. Some pretty surprising mistakes. Big thing there was Fabian working his way into security hallway. You just don't usually see that from him. Fabian right now finds himself at ranked 10th in Europe. And he has had a really amazing season as seasons go. I think he's been performing very, very respectively so far. And there are 3 members from G2 in the top 10 for Europe. The third, as you know, Kanto and Fabian, is going to be Pengu, starting the day out at 5th.
So for NaVi, successful downstairs the defense. This time they'll turn to a lobby defense. They don't want to start things off on top floor just yet, at least for their defenses. We'll have to wait and see what the response is here for G2. Last time we saw a lot of stalling out while attacking the lobby, and one of the most incredible, really, 1v2 clutches last time from a Lens. So in this round here, it looks like it's going to be mirroring a little bit of what we were seeing from Secret on their attacks, which isn't really surprising. It's an admin take. It's a pretty traditional take for a lot of teams on Consulate.
Yeah.
The difference will be is if Fabian is going to try and rip directly into the objective solo this time, or if G2 will play this one a little more standard.
Looks like they're playing it pretty standard. Jonas again going to get the opening frag. Nice angle play, and it's under the same player as well. Corey goes down early on. Last time it was a Legion. This time it's going to be a smoke. It's a really good start there for G2, but they had a really good start last round, as we just discussed. So not sure that it's going to be the most important thing in the outright outcome of this round. C4 pre-placed from below, from Rips, will miss yet again.
Yeah, and you can see it's going to be Jonas using the electronic sensor to track Rips throughout his progress inside of Archives, and we'll be doing the same. He's trying to shoot through 2 layers of floor there.
Yeah.
Still possible, but it's more of a long shot. He's going to continue to watch him scurry off towards that same electrical closet hatch that he was utilizing last time. Big thing is, though, that's the only Nitro cell at your disposal if you're NaVi for any kind of plant denial. Last time we saw a pulse downstairs in the last game, trying to utilize it from downstairs in the office. A run out here from Lazo takes a long time to complete the kill, but eventually will. But that amount of time detected outside will afford Pengu the opportunity to peek out over the edge and claim Lazo's life. KS will also fall at the hands of Goga, former teammates, but now they find themselves at odds with one another. You've got Cryin at the base of Visa stairs looking to push his way onto a very, very low HP Goga, but with a minute remaining, it's up to G2 to continue to convert this success into a successful attack towards the lobby.
Well, only time's going to tell. Cryin's finding an opportunity here, as will Rips. Kanto goes down. Cryin gets one from below as well. It's Jonas. Now suddenly NaVi are the ones at the advantage, with Goga lit up and both of the NaVi players still on full HP in a 2 versus 2. Diffuser is down upstairs. Twitch of Pengu has found his way into Piano and will shut down Cryin, as Cryin just not holding the angle. Leaving Rips now in a 1 versus 2. He's done some pretty crazy stuff in the past, and he could potentially pull out this clutch with that lit Goga, but Goga's going to go for the plant. Pengu's going to cover. Some shots land there onto Pengu. None of those shots will land, though, as Goga is protected by a hard wall. Rips makes good rotation here. Not going to be able to see anyone. 1 in closet, 1 outside front door. This is near unwinnable here for the defender, and he's not even going to check closet, at least not so far. This might afford Pengu an easy kill, and no! Shots down, damage done. The kill will come out, but it took a little bit longer than you would expect. That was a really awkward pace to the end of that round. Nice try there from Rips, but wasn't enough.
So Pengu back in a fragging role does what he does best, win out those clutch situations. Being the only member really of G2 to get kills in the latter portion of that round, and Goga doing what he does best, CCI plant. So we level at a 1-1 round count. We got Fabian flexing a fuse momentarily before he swaps over onto a Zofia. We are going back to the top, or up to the top floor this time for NaVi. They've tried 3 of the possible 4 defenses through 3 rounds. Lazo going to 6-pick onto a Mira for top floor. That is a little interesting. And Fabian is actually going to commit to the fuse.
Okay, then. So the Mira... Probably her least effective floor on this map is top floor. Because, okay, the off-site, Mira is actually really good on. Like, on the newer site, Mira is fantastic. That's the double floor site. You actually kind of need her there. On the basement, you can put her in bathroom, and that's going to be a good roam presence. On the middle floor, you can put her on bathroom, and that's going to be a good anchor presence. And then... on this site, okay, so you could put one in connector, but that'll get shot really easily by like 3 different angles. You could put one like by bathroom. You could put one in, okay, so they're going to be going for the admin one. And the admin one's great to stall out an admin take, but it's also really easy to deal with as an attacker. All you need to do is clear out the ADS that's next to it, which Pengu will very likely be able to do, if not the window itself, and then nade it from printer window. Or just shoot them from printer window. Like, as long as the player inside of cafeteria gets a little bit aggressive or moves a little bit off his window, it's a really easy angle.
The bans in this match actually really affecting this one individual mirror setup. So you have a Capitao eliminated, which has made mirror windows a hell on earth to play behind with the new update.
Yeah, so not having him is good.
Castle barricades banned out, though, that typically were placed on that printer window to protect you for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
So that's bad for the mirror. You've got no mute and a lot of Twitch being played by Pengu as well. So a lot of countermeasures being placed towards this mirror, and at the end of the day, it looks like it's going to be coming up short on the amount of utility left to protect it.
So this is a bit of a gamble here from NaVi. Here's the fuse. Is this printer window, I think?
Yeah.
It looks like printer window, so yeah, there you go. That might have cleared out the ADS, though I'm not entirely sure. Sounds like it did get 1 ADS. Smoke's coming in, and yeah, it did clear out the ADS. C4 looks like thrown by NaVi. Detonated, but too early, and Jonas is going to take down Corey. That's the lack of a castle really hurting NaVi there. They needed that castle to prevent what Jonas just did. Now he's got control of the cafeteria. Mirror window dealt with. I mean, again, such an easy mirror window to deal with, especially when you're talking about the mechanics of G2 as a team.
That's Jonas with the opening pick onto Corey for 3 consecutive rounds. So pop the confetti, I guess, if you're Jonas. A resurgent game from him thus far. You've got Lazo wide peeking in the midst of meeting room right now, and all Jonas has to do is turn the corner and lay down some cover fire, most likely connecting onto Lazo as he presses all the way up to the door, but a great reactionary shot there from the Finn. Jonas will take down Lazo, and there goes the former coach, and now they're tacking on. Pengu takes down KS. It's a 2v5 for Rips and Corey to work out. If Crying goes for the jump out, we'll come back in yellow, leaving Rips alone inside of the bathroom on the objective, playing from a reverse angle and a pop mirror. If the plant going down from Gogan, it will be completed. You got a missed Doc. Oof. That's point blank range, but nonetheless it won't connect. Yeah, Kanto holding from long desk. Beautiful shot there, and Pengu will quickly clean that up onto Rips. That is NaVi dropping the top floor defense. Like you said, break room mirror, good at stalling out when you have the proper utility, just not a lot of utility there to support it. The smokes and the fuse, honestly, that fuse play was pretty smart from Fabian.
They needed 2 different castles there.
Yep.
One castle for the printer door, another castle for the front desk. If they had those castles, then that position definitely a whole lot better. But even then, it's not perfect. The Twitch is still in play, and it's been in play this whole time. G2 had like 6 different options there to deal with that mirror window.
Yeah.
They used 2 of them. They could have used others. No matter what, again, it's kind of unnecessary. And it was a very heavy stack there that ended up costing Natus Vincere quite a lot in that round. So mistake for sure. And NaVi are sticking to their guns with the Mira. So I'm hopeful for NaVi's sake that they're going to be putting those Miras up by bathroom and having a roam presence. It's going to be essential. As you can see, Cantor, Ketty here on the buck. If NaVi forfeit by default middle floor, then G2 is going to have the time of their lives attacking this. And it looks like that's not going to be the case. So good for NaVi, good for their fans. They'll have at least a chance at holding on to that middle floor presence. And I mean, we don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off, but that's good tactically that NaVi are going for that.
If I'm not mistaken, there's still a garage panel. Oh, Chaos just got it. Never mind.
Okay, that was a little bit late, but yeah, they did get it.
Hey, as long as it gets done, you don't die for it.
Yeah.
Fabian going to take the opportunity, though.
Oh,
Six
no.
pick off of the Fuse onto a Blitz. So he's been on a carousel of operators thus far.
If he just walks into bathroom, that whole roam presence and mid-floor thing I was talking about is gone, and I think that's exactly what's about to happen. Yeah, it's happening right now. They're actually already going to drop. I think they heard the Blitz coming, and they just were like, nope, not going to fight that.
Better to fall back, but now he's pinning down one at the top of yellow, being zapped by a Twitch drone. He's going to vault back over. He's crying as he's trying to desperately escape, and he finally makes it. The great escape, but no! Caught out by Goga outside of yellow stairs in 50 seconds flat. That's your roamer gone, one of which anyway, and the other one has to retreat. Fabian having a lot of fun on some operators that are lesser seen lately in Pro League, and now a repeat here from Rips will result in nothing but demise. He will fall at the hands of Jonas, who doesn't get the opening pick this time, but still on a roll.
Yeah, Blitz is a really fun operator to play against, but don't worry. Don't worry, because they delayed the flash.
Yep.
Because that was the problem with Blitz. G2 now, a decided man advantage, up 2, and they're going to lose their first as KS, using the SMG-11, will eliminate Jonas, clearing out that server rack. Smoke's going out to try and cover the attack here. Goga's going to miss some shots, but he can go for the plant, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of counter. Nope, stand corrected. Gas canister comes out. Goga goes down. Cantor Kitty, though, from above, this vertical presence, yet again, being so important on this site. Gas canisters could finish off Fabian if KS has any more. Sounds like one more just detonated, but it was a little bit too far. Fabian, one whiff of smoke away from death. He's going to push his way deep and hold the angle with his pistol. This is still very winnable for G2 considering how quick they've been, but oh, through the wall, Fabian will go down. Not even sure the Rook knows about it. Corey's going to be eliminated by Pengu. Nice response there from G2, and now it's just KS. He sees his opponent upstairs, but can't land the shot. He's going for the yellow stairs denial. Here's one above him, but oh, the pre-fire from Kanto. Beautiful play from the top player in Europe statistically. G2 will take yet another round. That's 3 in a row.
So, from a Zofia LMG to a Blitz to a Fuse and everything in between, Fabian's had a fun time so far. We'll see what he finally lands on in round number 5, as it's a 3-1 lead for G2. And we must mention that NaVi are in the same scenario that Secret were just in a handful of minutes ago.
Yeah.
It is do or die, and looks like Fabian's going to 6-pick onto something else this time. He's going to 6-pick from a Blitz.
Onto
a Blitz.
Go figure.
But Lazo's bringing the Clash instead of the Mira. Probably a smart play.
The shield to counter the shield, except for Clash doesn't counter Blitz at all.
Not really.
Not really, no.
He's still going to close the gap.
Yeah, he's going to close the gap. There's nothing you could do about it. He's going to flash you. You're going to be like, ah, no! And then he's going to hit your shield aside and then, shoot you in the foot.
Well, one of the star players, even though Fabian doesn't have a kill yet, he's actually been instrumental in a lot of the rounds.
He's been important. And it's just, again, it is movement of roles. It's what we've been seeing from G2. I remember a recent conversation with G2 where they were talking about how, yeah, we're just experimenting with our roles.
Yep.
We're just seeing what happens. Well, Fabian has been moving on his roles. No big deal. I mean, that's just how it is.
Corey, on the other hand?
Oh, yeah, Corey.
He's been dying early.
He's not been having a really good match, yeah, but it sometimes does happen. Corey is typically a good performer for NaVi.
That's the thing.
I think it just comes down to the fact that Jonas keeps shutting him down every single round except for that last one.
He's reading Corey like a book, and good for Jonas to have a bounce back in I mean, for Corey right now, it's got to be a refocus and a changing of play right now, because right now you're sacrificing yourself very early, and it's usually been in extremely compromising positions. And we saw what happened in the last game when teams started to shelter up, but for right now, like you said, Jonas is reading them, and down the stairs, finally, Corey will be able to shut down Fabian. Rips as well onto Kanto as the attempted ADS from Fabian will be unsuccessful. So as I ream out Corey for his performance, he makes me eat my words.
It's the fact they're listening, you know, they know.
They're always listening.
They can hear you. Run down the Visa stairs will be shut down by Rips. Good job there to the Pulse, landing the headshot. That was the only way he was going to win that fight, with lower HP on the UMP. Goga and Pengu now the last two attackers. Pengu's in a decent position, and with the garage being opened up, there's actually nobody in garage right now for the defense, which is important to, you know, point out. Clash is coming back, though, so that's going to be... I think that Clash is probably going to be the reason that G2 doesn't win this round. I could totally see a 2 versus 5 clutch against anyone but a Clash. The Clash in play, it's just well, something you can't kill. So it's going to be a struggle here for G2, and they're done. That's it. Good information from the Clash, followed up with some nice frags from NaVi, and I think that's a perfect round, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Nobody falling on the side of NaVi. So... the team that we'd made it all the way to Rio last season, now on the verge of their Pro League demise.
Yeah.
They got one more round left in the half on the defense, and then they'll swap to the attack. Will it be G2 taking a 4-2 lead into the second half, with Fabian now playing Ashe? Or will this be NaVi drawing things even at a 3-3, and us head into the second half much more even than we just did on Consulate between Secret and Chaos?
Well, NaVi's going to have to do better than even, so they really do need to win this round if they want to have any chance of, well, staying in Pro League. I don't see them having some spectacular comeback on the attacking half that's going to be, like, completely unstoppable or anything along this context. Hey, look, another role change from G2. So maybe this is going to be good for NaVi. Fabian has decided to flex onto the Ashe. It doesn't have any frags, so he'll get some frags this round. I think that's the plan.
No kills, pick Ashe. Simple solution. Corey also on a Frost. And I think that's a response to the aggression and the speed at which G2 are taking things.
Yeah.
They seem to be throwing convention and care by the wayside, or at least caution.
I think Capcan would have been the play on this map. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody on G2 got frost matted, to be honest. Well, Rip's counting on some negligence here. What?
What?
That wasn't even a spawn peek. I guess he's just distracting his enemy, but...
Maybe. I mean, he does a little bit of a dance after, too. I don't know what the intention was other than to slow them down.
What is that Ashe kit? Did you see what the Ashe was using?
No.
It's the R4C with a suppressor and a red dot.
Knock it till you try it, man.
I mean...
Okay, never mind. It's
he's
bad.
Dead. No kills for Fabian. I mean, it's not... The gun wasn't bad. He just didn't get to use it. Because he didn't drone himself in. Because he was just like, heck it, I'm going to rush.
And that's kind of been G2's mentality this entire game. And sometimes it's worked. It actually put them in a commanding lead.
There's nobody in B, so if G2 decide to rush into B, that could be really good.
Yeah, Jonas placing a Claymore outside a piano window, most likely to set this up. Got Kanto outside a bathroom window, it appears, as well.
Is there anyone on yellow? There's one. Okay, so there's some. Lazo is playing by bathroom. That's the. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, he doesn't know. They don't know. They have no idea. Wow. No B presence, no one on yellow. Lazo's the only one near B, and he's not paying attention to B. G2 keeps the man count nice and even. Jonas is going to get another frag post-plant, and he will go down. That's the only attacker who's watching the diffuser tick away right now. So Lazo could do one back on G2 if he tries to stick this diffuser, but nope, it's too late. Goga goes for the repel. Oh no, Lazo trades with Goga. So Lazo did do his job there. Now putting us into a one-on-one, Corey versus Kanto-Raketti. Can Corey pull it off? He's got so little time to make this happen. But Kanto-Raketti, he has to go for it. He's not just going for it. No, the stick. Pros don't fake, and Corey wins the round. A beautiful play. Kanto-Raketti lingering, languishing, and losing it out. A terrible result for G2.
Oh, boy. What a terrible way to lose a round.
Yeah.
What an awful way to lose that round.
He had to shoot the camera. He just had to go for the camera.
Yeah, you know what? Default cameras, man, they're
so ominous. They got the red glow.
They'll kill you, man.
You gotta
jump
get them
out and kill you.
Yeah, those default cameras. The problem was that he stopped. He needed to keep sprinting. Ay.
Honestly, I think if you just throw an errant frag grenade at the thing, Corey jumps off.
I don't think he had. That's the problem, though. Is I don't think he had time to cook the nade.
No, he didn't have time. I think just seeing that nade indicator would have given Corey enough pause to jump off and try and run.
It wouldn't have, though. That's the thing, because if Corey had gotten off, he wouldn't have had time to get back on.
True.
So
he had to stick it no matter what.
That's what makes it so confusing from Cantor Raketti is, like, did he not see the diffuser timer? Well, I'm not sure.
Nonetheless, in probably some of the weirdest circumstances we've seen in a while, that is G2 throwing away around.
Yeah, they don't do that very often.
They don't. They may be taking this a little more lightheartedly than normal, considering, like we said, they've been out of the run for a while.
Well,
and they're just trying to mix things up and see what sticks, right?
Remember what we saw with Secret versus Chaos?
Yeah.
That first round, that whole thing was just intense combat through the whole thing, right? And I don't know, like this feels like G2 aren't really they're not really here. You know, they're just kind of the biggest standout for me, the greatest example I could give you guys is Fabian rushing into Z.
Yeah.
What was that?
Just threw his life away in the first 10 seconds.
He's got a wonky Ashe loadout, which is fine, I guess preference, right? But then he just threw his he doesn't drone himself in, and then he dies. I mean, I expect him to die. He should have died there. But why? That's the crazy thing. And even Penta versus Lestream. Ooh, nice shot there from Cantor Raketti. Corey, again, getting shut down early. Woo! Cantor Raketti takes out Cry, and that's 2 for him. He's having a good round so far. He sees a third, but not landing the shots. Oh, a little bit of a lack of confidence there, expecting his opponent to see the broken window, but not the case. Fabian's going to take down Lazo, so okay, NaVi falling apart here on their first attacking round.
Yeah, they can't make it in the building here as G2 taking a mighty aggressive stance. It was actually Pengu who looked like he went for a peek himself, and he was down to about 10 HP inside of the bathroom on the main floor. Nonetheless, he's still there, but everyone else on G2 fragging out.
I think that was Fabian's first kill. He will die right after, but Fabian, second half, gets his kill on the board, so he is part of this match in more ways than just support now. So NaVi could recover this. They just shut down Fabian. They've got 2 lit opponents, one very much so. They're going to see one and shut him down. That's Jonas. The HP on the defense is dwindling, but Cantor Raketti gets his 3rd kill. As KS goes down, it's just Rips. Now, looking for the vault into the same window. Going for 4 is Cantor Raketti. He lands a blast there, but it does very little damage onto the Twitch. Just alerts Rips to his opponent's position.
So you got the diffuser down outside. So Rips is pushing here 4 kills. Sorry, the diffuser is down in benches. So looking to push to recover this. You've got members downstairs. So everyone started to peel back here for G2 Canada. Still playing the yellow stairs at the base, awaiting Rips' arrival. So they did come to blows, as you mentioned a few moments ago, but not a lot came of it. And it seems like Rips is stalling out here, not aware of where to push. You hear the smoke canister coming out, but G2 and Kanta with 4 in the round will take their 4th round of the game. Again, same kind of aggressive stance, just this time from the inside of the building towards the outside, and it definitely was enough to stifle NaVi.
Yeah, I'm not sure what NaVi was thinking there. They were trying to clear out middle floor without taking the top floor first. You can't really do that unless you know no one's top floor, which you would have to drone for. Fabian is determined to throw this match.
Evidently. Well, they're going lobby, and I mean, we did just see Lestream 2 games ago win. Okay,
sure.
He's going to 6-pick to a clash, so we can negate that whole.
Yeah, I retract my previous statement, though he has been messing around for this whole match. Just Fabian.
Fabian.
No one else on G2, just Fabian. Sorry, you were saying?
I was going to say, we saw Aces spawn peek and get 2 kills to lock up the final round of the LSE Penta game. I mean, that was, again, a very, very, very meme fest of a game. So you now got Corey leading in the scoreboard in terms of points, but certainly not in the terms of kills.
Yeah.
The rest of the team following in suit, all with 5. But at least Corey's back in. And like you said, Fabian, the self-proclaimed best player in the world, currently rocking a 1-in-6 tagline.
He's trying to prove to us how much he doesn't care.
Yep. And that's kind of been the mantra for G2 for a little bit now.
For, I think, the entirety of the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Although, I think they actually have a better record for the second half, don't they?
They do.
They do, that's right, yeah. G2 have been trying less the second half, but winning more. It's kind of funny how that works out.
Hey, man. Spawn Peak's coming out from Kanto with a P90 on dock, so we're really delving deep. 50 rounds in the mag for the P90 versus the 31 for the MP5.
I don't think Fabian has yet to run a non-meme loadout. Like, I think he's been running kind of meme loadouts this whole time. The least meme I could think of is Zofia LMG, but even that's kind of...
That's still a bit of a meme. Not as much.
Not as much.
So that new audio cue from the air jab will halt Pengu in his tracks. It looked like he wanted to go outside, but you could hear that nice little grasshopper chirping in the back. It looks like they're going to try and plant a bait here. It looks like either... Oh no, they're just used the impact grenade straight up. We're going to test and see if they can still hear this or not. It could be placed at the top of the windows instead of the bottom. Most likely, but it looks like they just
shot it.
Right? Was that a drone or the air jab?
I didn't see, but it
just saw something blow up.
Definitely something, yeah. Corey's holding the angle here. Full HP, Blackbeard shield. I mean, anyone vaults him, they're a dead man. Lazo's going to take down Fabian, who gets salty in the chat. Now G2 with a man disadvantage will have to confront a Blackbeard shield and other things like the Nomad air jabs that are starting to come out here. Cryan is on low HP, and he could die pretty quickly still, but as G2 continue to lose players, it's looking like NaVi are going to be able to take another round and bring us back to an even round count.
Yeah, Corey on the upside down rappel outside of the A balcony. It seems like Pengu is completely unaware of this, but Corey won't take that advantage to any success, as he's going to get off the rappel and head down outside of the front door. Here, KS pushing in through. Visa now spotted out momentarily on a default camera as the members from NaVi swarm entire different options and areas of the map. You've lost your Clash and you've lost your Jaeger. Jonas and Fabian both falling to their demise within the first minute. So now it's a 3v5 to work out of for G2, and now it's a 2v5. And vaulting down Yellow's Kanto, missing a myriad of shots through the bench's hallway. Gogo will fall. It's a good trade back here from Pengu onto Rips with the plant going down from NaVi into the main lobby. Kanto will down another one. The plant down just on his close left. Spots the gun for a moment and go for the pre-fire. Downs yet another one, but it's Pengu now to try and bring this back in a 1v2 as KS is down. Spots coming out from the default cameras upstairs. You got top floor control from Cryan. You got Corey outside the front door as a Blackbeard, Pengu's former favorite operator. Now Pengu on 20 HP, trying to revolve around this circle desk. Has made it in on top of the diffuser, is trying to bait out a stick. Oh, he comes off at the perfect time. He's able to down another one. But Corey rips out the deagle and will end Pengu's attempted long arm bait. NaVi able to equalize at a 4-4 in a round where, again, we see Fabian throwing away his life, and the rest of G2 trying to make up for it.
We actually don't know how Fabian died.
True.
It seemed like he got salty because he was playing a shield operator. I'm guessing he died from someone shooting at him from in front.
Fair.
And I'm sure from his perspective it seemed like what. But at the same time, he died. He died. Early on. Early on. As he has been through this whole match. So we're going to be going to lobby again. Well, we're at a 4-4. It's still possible here for G2 to come away with the victory, should they want to. And it's a lobby defense coming out for back-to-back rounds. Yeah, right? Oh, boy. I mean, it seems like everyone on G2 actually is in this match except for one man. So, I mean, it's not, yeah, it's definitely not the team from G2. No. But, although I will say, to keep all fairness up front, this isn't a change. It isn't like this has changed from last week or the week before. No, G2 the week before or the week before. This has been this has been God. G2 and this is Fabian. Cool. Cool. Man, I suppose I could just like sit up from casting right now and just walk out the door. I mean, you could. I want some coffee. I could go get some coffee right now. I could use a coffee. Yeah. Nonetheless, it's a lobby defense back-to-back rounds for G2. Pengu almost pulling the comeback back with Kanto in a
2v5 they had to work their way out of, and they narrowly brought it back. Technical 1v1 there for Pengu as he downed off Cryan, but Corey was able to salvage it with the Deagle. So they'll replicate most operators here. Corey's still bringing that Blackbeard, and I guess that's in response to Jonas honestly having his number in the first half, just trying to give himself another second of reaction time against the Finn, who has constantly been a thorn in his backside.
Yeah, Jonas has been picking up a lot of slack here, as has the rest of G2. I mean, the fact that we're at an even round count right now, very impressive, gotta say, given the circumstances. Corey's going to be going for Repel on the A balcony, or well, what would be the A balcony for defending top floor, but it is in fact the projector balcony. He's trying to apply as much pressure to these roamers upstairs. It'll be Pengu to confront him. Not an easy challenge here, that's for sure. Pengu was actually the one to make what Corey is doing a famous position and role. So if anyone knows how to deal with it, I'm sure it's Pengu. But he's got the MP5, which is not an ideal weapon against a Blackbeard.
No, that shield will tank quite a few of those MP5 shots, especially with the MP5 taking a little bit of a damage nerf a little while ago. You're going to hit an air jab there if you're Pengu, but he's going to walk away unscathed.
Yeah.
Buddy there to collect the kill onto Pengu on top of that balcony. So he'll return to meeting room completely safe. Corey will still be out on the rappel. At least he was. He's keeping bouncing up and down between the A balcony and the front door.
Slow round here from Navi. Half of it already transpired, and ooh, Jaeger at the top of Spiral doesn't get droned out, though his position has to have been given away with all the shots he's going out. Rips is going to spot one enemy by Big Desk. Nades coming into Projector from Lazo will not land on an opponent, and no damage done from those. You can see that Navi are focusing on taking control of Projector along with the rest of top floor, but are struggling with just taking out Pengu, who is in that position. Cantor Akedi on support will take down one. Pengu gets Cryan, who is juggling on the doorway, and he will also take down a shield, and finally Corey as Gogo goes for the run out. Pengu gets another, and Fabian onto KS. It's one kill for Navi through that round, and an absolute lockout on the top floor from the roamers of G2.
Hey!
What happened?
Fabian got another kill.
Oh yeah.
The final kill, as he was stalking his prey, ascending up those spiral stairs, so it's G2 to take yet another lead. They will now turn to the basement for their defense, as Navi is looking to keep themselves alive. It's a dangerous proposition. You're one round away on the side of G2 from being auto-relegated.
Yeah, if G2 wins this, or any of the following rounds, any round for the rest of this match,
it's over. And
Navi get auto-relegated. Secret are hey Secret, if you're listening right now, don't count your eggs before they hatch, okay? We're not there yet.
Yeah, they kind of got to win.
We're close, guys, but we're not there yet. I mean, I don't want Navi to get auto-relegated, but I don't want Secret to get auto-relegated either.
I don't want anyone to get auto-relegated.
There's no win here, man. Like,
there's not.
I don't want to stop saying, as a Pro League commentator, I don't want to stop saying Navi or Secret.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't like it. I mean, I get what auto relegation is, and I respect it for what it is, but I also don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want any of these teams to get relegated.
I respect the intention. I respect the purpose. It's still a sad circumstance, nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not as much of a problem for North America. They, Orgless did what they did to themselves, so what are you gonna do?
Well, we got some elevated mute jammers coming out from Kanto now, and you got Solo Breach coming out from Lazo. Is that Hibana still banned? Nothing changed from the beginning. Not really sure why I'm saying it is. It's a new occurrence. But Lazo...
Hibana's been banned, by the way. I don't know if you saw it.
Thank you, Michael. I had no idea.
Echo, too. Capital Castle. I actually really like G2's bans, by the way.
I do.
We've been talking.
Really like these bands.
Yeah, we've been talking about how, I mean, so G2 as a team have been playing, I think, just kind of basic, you know, sensible strategy, and it's been working out for them. Was that? Did he get it or did Lazo cancel it? He got it. Wow, impressive from Fabian. Did he get both of them? No, Lazo canceled. Good cancel there from Lazo. Good call from Rips to cancel that. Some really excellent, seriously A-tier bandit juggling here from Fabian so far. Getting one of those exothermic charges is going to be huge. It means that at most they're going to be able to open up half of this garage. So Fabian, I think, is in this now, or so it seems, as he's been actually doing some seriously good support work here in this round so far.
Fabian putting in the maximum amount of effort here. Could be the end of NaVi. Is now a spawn peek here for, not even a spawn peek, just a peek from the CEO windows from Cancer Ketty. With that SMG-11, we'll put Lazo on about 10 HP as he tries to retreat up towards the yellow stairs door. You now hear that breach charge coming out, but Cryan upstairs will take down Kanto. So there goes the roaming mute presence taken away. Fabian now flexing up the yellow stairs to try and tango with anyone waiting outside, but none such remain for NaVi. As you've got a lot of G2 members topside right now, just one member upstairs or downstairs. Now Fabian will flank back down to join Goga on site. So they have a 2-2 split, and it seems like this is in response to Navi's inability to open up the garage wall. They want to try and heavy contest any other entries.
Yeah, it's smart adjustment there from G2, and it could net some free kills here. The Jaeger in Z, that's Jonas, goes down to Corey, though. Really inopportune moment there for Jonas to go for the peek, and that'll give Corey the kill, as well as NaVi, a very strong man advantage. Finally, the garage gets opened up, and that's going to force Pengu to rotate back into garage. He now has to deny the thermite going in for that plant, along with KS. KS actually has the diffuser, and I think is pushing back hall. Yeah, so the diffuser is not outside garage, which means that's going to be a little bit of pressure that G2 has alleviated, at least on one flank.
Now you got Fabian looking prone into these kill holes at the bottom of the CCTV wall. You're waiting for the push in. This is KS carrying diffuser to be the first push, but now there comes that lifeline impact, and it'll push Fabian off the position, taking pressure from the garage while Rips will collect the kill onto Goga. So now it's down to the 2v5. Pengu will remove that pressure from the garage, and Fabian laying in wait. Rips will remove Goga from play though, and now pushing the CCTV hallway. Cryan will fall, pushing into kitchen now. Fabian has to mag dump and reload. Prone inside of office. Corey will clutch it up on the Ash as he rushes in through the flank. And that'll be NaVi staving off auto-relegation for at least one more round.
Yeah, but will it be enough? I mean, that was a good round there from NaVi. The fact that
Gotta win 2 more.
No, they gotta win 2 more. That's the problem. It has to end 7-5. There is no other result here for NaVi. We'll be going back downstairs, it looks like, from G2. Some sensible adjustments from G2. I think they were not expecting NaVi to be so delayed on their adjustments. I don't know if you noticed it, but I certainly did. The NaVi, when they couldn't get the garage opened up, took about a minute to adjust to a different take. That is a lot more time than is necessary in that situation, and it looked like G2 got caught in a really awkward position. I think they were expecting an immediate rotation from NaVi as soon as they heard the thermite leave garage, and it just didn't come out. Also, that early pick that NaVi managed to get on G2, that one-man advantage. When G2 gets into a brawl and they go back and forth, they sometimes, if they don't have that man advantage and one person's not really picking up the slack, then you'll get some odd results like, well, that last round. Looks like we're going to be going, again, basement. Very similar lineup here overall.
I like that bandit trick from Fabian is going to be able to honestly stymie NaVi as much as it did last time. It killed nearly 2 minutes. They almost got a peek from CEO from Kanto onto Lazo to take down the thermite. He was on 10 HP for the rest of that round.
He killed 2 minutes if you count the adjustment to top 4.
True.
Yeah, the time that NaVi took for that. They did eventually get the garage open, though.
They did.
We've been seeing a couple teams bring Kai to try and assist the bandit in holding this garage, but hasn't been very successful, to be honest. Looks like one bandit battery pre-placed. It's the one obviously closest to the drone hole. That's because of the flashes and grenades and lifelines, etc. that can go through this drone hole. You want to keep that one pre-placed so you don't have to stand next to it. NaVi are relying on opening up this wall specifically, and looks like they're actually going to be successful this time around. Yep. No potential for denial there from Fabian, as there was just too much utility being used from NaVi to push Fabian off of that door. Or wall, I guess.
Good tandem there, but Jonas will shut down Cryan as it looks like he just peeks out the yellow door, and that was the man carrying the diffuser all the way in the depths of the garage ramp. You've got Corey waiting for a rotation down yellow stairs, though. Looks like Jonas isn't going to expose himself to his counterpart on the opposite team, who he's had a lot of success against so far this evening. Will Corey be able to bounce back and collect this flank hold kill? As he turns away at the dire moments, it looks like that'll afford... No, Jonas isn't going to take the opportunity. He's going to stand pat right now, watching for any rotations coming in through the bench hallway from spiral windows or any of the such, really. So NaVi get the wall open quick, but they haven't really been able to tandem that into any more success elsewhere.
I mean, there's also a man down. Oh, what are you doing, Kanto? Patience, and it works out. Got to line up that shot using that SMG. He knows where the windows are below, too, but he's on the wrong one right now. He will open up the angle onto the correct one. Just takes him a little bit of time. Rips is looking for the refrag here, but not an easy angle, especially with the long grass. Pengu takes down Lazo, and it's a 2 versus 5 now for the hopes and dreams of NaVi and all of their fans. Jonas getting aggressive on Z. Cantor Ketty as well there from above. The roamer's still not cleared out. It looks like NaVi are all but done here for Pro League, as Rips just not able to deal with Cantor Ketty. Fabian gets Corey. It's just Rips, and a perfect round for G2. NaVi auto-relegated in Season 9. They will go down to Challenger League.
A bitter moment there for the fans of NaVi as G2 able to close things out. The fans of Team Secret, though, breathe a long sigh of relief. Congratulations to Team Secret.
Yep.
Not out of the woods yet. You still got to play the eventual number 2 seed coming out of EUCL.
It's true. Not going to be easy.
And it looks like G2 know that they've put the nail in the coffin of NaVi's life in Pro League, at least for Season 10. They can still go down to Challenger League and work their way back up, although that hasn't really been the case for a lot of teams that get relegated down to Challenger League. Nonetheless, they're going to take a few operators as now this final round doesn't matter. That's the season in the books there for everyone, really. At this point, Mouse is now safe. They are now guaranteed to stay in the 6th spot. So the Empire Mouse game coming up after this one, ultimately ineffectual on the standings and possible relegation points as well. It is NaVi, your 8th and final seed in Europe for Season 9, Secret the 7th seed, Mouse the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's crazy because NaVi just beat Secret.
Yep.
In the last play day, NaVi beat Secret. Goga clearly doesn't care anymore either. But yeah, because Secret were able to beat Chaos, and now NaVi is unable to beat G2, it doesn't matter. That's it. I am going to miss saying NaVi so much.
As will I.
Yeah, I was short-lived too. Natus Vincere. Sounds good. G2 getting some aggressive plays off here.
Oh,
what?
My God. I mean, let him finish it out with style, I guess. Cryan's also been down. Lord only knows by what, and it could have actually been the Lord of Fabian.
Oh, was that an interrogation?
Well, we're definitely ending Navi's life in style as the interrogation will reveal Rips. Everyone's revealed outside right now. It's a mobile mirror coming out right now for Kanto and Jonas. Pengu will be taken down off screen as well by Rips, as Rips and Chaos are trying to survive the onslaught of pressure being brought by Jonas and Kanto outside with this mobile mirror. In behind the car, Kanto still landing shots. Chaos inside of Visa now, the last man standing for NaVi. He's going to hit the reload as he knows he's downed Kanto. He's going to try and collect his kill. Pad the stats for the end of the season. This isn't even going well. Nonetheless, he'll collect the kill. Diffuser at the front door. KS to say a bid farewell to Pro League now, as he's in a 1v2 to potentially clutch it out. His former teammates in Jonas and Fabian look to lock this thing out for a G2 win to round out the season.
Yeah, well, got one SMG, one sidearm SMG on the side of G2 versus a rifle, and a perfectly capable player in KS. Fabian has adjusted his turret for Spiral. This might be it. Jonas, though, getting in the way. Oh, no! Jonas, a huge mistake. Fabian couldn't fight back. I'm sure that Fabian is plenty angry at Jonas right now, but can he land the shots from the SMG? He goes for the pickup! He's actually trying to pick up Fabian right now, and he's successful, but KS gets both the kills. It'll be a draw. What a spectacular way to end the match, and still a somber moment, as a match draw results in 1 point for NaVi, putting them at 11 points total, which means the 12 points that Team Secret have will be enough to keep Secret 1 spot above NaVi and force NaVi out of Pro League for the next season. There is no fight left for NaVi. That's it. It's done. Secret still have a chance, but even they are going to have to go through some really treacherous waters, as well, European Challenger League is very fierce in terms of its competition, and there's no guarantee Secret will even survive it.
No. And for Na'Vi, we bid them farewell. This is our third team now that we have had to say an immediate and fightless farewell to.
Man,
It's Orglis in North America,
yeah,
Pain in Latin America,
and
now
Na'Vi.
Na'Vi in Europe.
I didn't get to say Na'Vi enough for my career as a caster, all right? Hopefully they make it back for the next season.
Yes, they'll be gone for 6 months for Season 10.
Long season.
Very long season. Still have Season 11, not really around the corner, very far away. As a team, though, they can still qualify for minors through online qualifiers, and if they're invited, or BYOC. And you can still qualify for majors through online qualifiers. So the road does not end here for Na'Vi. They also will be in Challenger League should they choose to stay together, which has been a rarity for teams that have been auto-relegated. But for Na'Vi, the road is an end should they choose it not to end. Should they choose to go their own paths, as many teams who get relegated do.
Yep.
And I'm sure we'll see a majority of these players back on Pro League rosters next season.
I mean, we'll ask them what the plan is once we get the interview up. You know, we can see what's going through Na'Vi's heads and what they're gonna try and do in the future. I really want to know. But such a good team. Such a shame they ended up getting relegated. But I mean, you look at the European Pro League lineup, 8 teams, and not a one would you say should be relegated. They're all very talented. You know, it had to be somebody.
It had to be somebody, and that's the case every season. We end up seeing some turnover every single season.
It's true.
And this is just another one of those scenarios where it's a bitter end for a team that, you know, made it to Rio last season, narrowly squeaking in that final game.
Yeah.
Making it to Rio, and then
They lost to FaZe, right?
first round, yep.
Yeah.
And then ultimately not making it out of groups, but putting up a valiant fight at SI 19 as well in the group stage.
True.
Having to go 3 maps against Liquid twice, ultimately losing out. And now in Pro League, they will no longer be around.
I gotta say, I think the real failure here for Na'Vi isn't necessarily Na'Vi. It's more the fact that Secret beat Chaos.
Yeah.
That alone, just such a big win there for Secret. Secret looked really good in that match, and they got those points. They got ahead. Na'Vi had to win. The fact that Na'Vi got put in the corner of being required to win against G2, even a half-hearted attempt from G2, and, well, as we just witnessed, it would come to a draw. So, and it almost came to a win. Honestly, if Jonas hadn't thrown a little bit there at the end, I think it would have come to a win. I bet Fabian was really angry at Jonas for that, but who knows? We're going to have an interview with our desk, and now we're going to have an interview with whatever that is. I am no longer part of the casting crew. It's just Flynn.
I've taken over. It's the Canadian dominance of the desk now. I'm also getting a phone call now. Like,
and now there are 2 Flynns and 1 of me.
It's all over the place tonight, guys.
What's up, guys?
Hey!
Pro League right here. Super serious stuff. We just had a super serious video game played.
Yep.
It was really serious.
It's a fun night.
Yeah, ruining the kind of sad moment of Na'Vi getting eliminated from Pro League for the next season.
Very somber mood right now.
It's hard to shake.
It is. I'm not.
I want to say Na'Vi more. Gotta get it in a few more times. Na'Vi.
It's very unfortunate. I don't know how many more times I can phrase this differently. That it sucks. It sucks to see it.
While we wait for the interview.
Yep.
So,
Michael,
how was your day?
Pretty good.
You said you slept for like 20 hours, right?
21, yeah.
You slept for a long time. We were gonna go watch that one movie everyone's talking about together, but he slept in.
I did.
So I watched it by myself. Felt like a total loser in the movie theater by myself, sitting there. They gave me a free drink. Yeah, it was not very good.
Well, we're definitely going for movie date to see it again.
And we'll do it again, yeah. Probably with the whole crew. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring everyone and yeah, we'll just watch that movie again. It's definitely one you can rewatch. It's definitely a rewatchable one for sure. So we're waiting on an interview. We do double interviews now. I think that's probably what the complication is.
Yeah.
To do double interviews when there's a draw, so we can talk to both teams and see what both teams think.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got to talk to most likely what, KS and Fabian?
Probably.
Teammates.
Yeah.
Those are the usual interviewees for each team.
Yeah, probably. I imagine it'd be really hard to like jump into an interview if you're NaVi right now. Try to think about that.
I wouldn't even know what to ask them.
I probably what's going on, because we don't actually know what's going on. We don't know what we're waiting for right now. But what I would, what I would have expected is just like NaVi really doesn't want to do anything. I wouldn't want to do it.
I wouldn't want to do it.
I would be like, no. No, I would be devastated. So just as a reminder, there is a seeding show at the end of today. So once all the Pro League matches are done, we got one more, Mouse versus Empire. Not a very important match. It just, it's the last match of the day. That's it. That's all it is.
Yep.
Once that match is done, we will have a seeding show here, and that will determine who's going to be playing against who at the season finals. Again, we've got Empire, Lestream, Evil Geniuses, DZ, Dark Zero, FaZe versus Immortals, or sorry, not versus Immortals, FaZe and Immortals.
Yeah.
They're coming from LATAM, and Fnatic and Nora from Apex. So that's what we have, and we'll do the seeding show at the end of today to find out who's playing who at the finals.
So we won't have an interview, as is expected. We will now jump to a break between our third and fourth and final game. Now, it's Mouse, it's versus Empire. It doesn't matter at all in the standings, but we'll be right back after this break.